Hi there folks, welcome to another beautiful day out here in West Vancouver. Me and Belinda are out for a little walk, but I want to show you this. It's cherry blossom time. Look at this. This is just down the road here from us. Well, on our street pretty much. Isn't this just absolutely beautiful? It amazes me every spring when you have all these cherry blossoms come out and you've got these trees that are basically just one big flower. It is so stunning. And it's a beautiful day, nice and sunny. It was very rainy for the last couple of days. I've been trying to come and take a shot of these cherry blossom trees for probably about 4 days now, and all the time it's raining and wet. And then suddenly here, lunchtime today on Good Friday, it just cleared up, and look at it. I mean, there, check how clear it is. You can see the Lions Gate Bridge. Speaking of which, I believe that they are taking out an enormous amount of trees in Stanley Park that's been dying. There's a lot of dead trees out there, and they started removing them right now. So apparently there's some sickness or beetle or something that goes around and kills all the trees. I don't know what it is. I haven't gone into it, but it's not cool. But yeah, I mean, it's not warm just yet. It's, you know, it's probably around, well, I'm walking around in a t-shirt. Belinda is still in a little hoodie. She's still a little cold. 13 degrees Celsius. So, not too bad. Oh man, it is stunning out here today. Days like this, and you smell the spring in the air. You've got all the flowers and the few birds around. Geez, we've got these little hummingbirds out here. They're in our garden. They're about as big as like South African flies. It's actually quite funny. It's like tiny little things and they're shiny. So that's cool. Anyway, they're full of attitude though, because there's the one that always likes sitting on top of the little tree in our garden, right there on the top, so we can see it from the big windows. And this morning there was another bird sitting there, like I don't know, some other little bird. And this little hummingbird flew right up to it, so right in front of its face, almost like, hey, you want to go, you want to go? And then the other bird left and the hummingbird went and sat down on the on that spot. That was so cool. Anyway, spring is an awesome time of the year, isn't it? It's a little soggy here on the side, obviously, since it's been raining for the last 3 days. Life is good. Life is beautiful when you can go for a walk on a stunning spring day. Shall we go down the park or? Whew, okay, but the sun is in my eyes. I can't see much. Shoo, it's bright. Check out this dude's driveway. Hey, like this is a hidden house down there. One of those places where you can plant a hedge and then everybody forgets it's there. So this is our little park. You have gone for walks with me through this park before. Are we going to walk all the way down to the beach, Belinda? You're not convinced?
We can, but the way up is just like very steep.
It is very steep coming back, but it's all good for us, for our summer bodies. So it's Easter weekend. We still had to work a little bit today, Easter Friday, which is not ideal, but I'm busy shipping books out of China. I tell you what, this international shipping is like, it's making me grey before my time. It's like just an absolute pain in the ass. Man.
I wanted to say something because even the beard is getting grey now. But
Yeah, even my beard is getting grey because of this. I feel it's all because of my China shippers. So we had one shipment of books that's on the way to Montreal. We flew it in, it landed already like a week and a half ago. And then it got pulled aside for a customs inspection, and so now it just sits there in the customs. So we don't hear anything. They're not saying anything. It's just there. So now we are eagerly waiting for it. The client's waiting for it. Everybody's waiting for it. And when it's in customs like that, so they randomly pull out shipments for inspection. And how it works is when they pull your shipment out for inspection, they pretty much, so you just got to wait. It takes an extra week, 2 weeks, whatever, however long they take to inspect it. But that's not the craziest part. The craziest part is while it sits in the customs warehouse waiting for the inspection, you are paying storage fees for it. So how's that? Eh? I don't see where they have like an incentive to do the inspection quickly because they're getting paid storage fees while it's there.
Money,
yeah, easy cash. What's happening here?
They're like,
Building a new home out here.
looks like it. Yeah.
Wow. Check this.
Are they just taking down the trees maybe?
Yeah, I think it's more like they're going to build a new house. This oak had a beautiful forest around his house and now not. I suppose that's how it is, eh? Anyway, yeah, so that's currently my life. Plus we just finished the NFT yearbook and we're shipping this all over the world. Like, I mean, literally all over the world. My shipping agent came back to me because there's one that must go to Chechnya, and he's like, is there even a country like this?
Oh my.
Anyway, so I've got like, I think about 200 parcels in China that needs to be shipped out. So it makes me I regret that I never took Mandarin in school, because trying to explain to the guys over there what needs to happen, it's a broken telephone, right? It's not simple and straightforward. So, anyway, let's stay down here. Cross over. Anyway, regardless of what's happening, it is busy happening, and we all believe. It's like Brahm, one of our partners, says, can't believe how I'm always positive that things will work out. And I said to him, well, if I'm not positive, I'll probably have to cut my wrists, because there's so many things that's going on. I have to keep positive, otherwise I'm just going to completely lose it. So hopefully by next week, Friday, all of the shipments are on the way, and all of the thousands of, or not thousands, hundreds of spreadsheets and addresses and crap is done.
Yay!
Yes!
Until the next one.
Until the next one. Anyway, in other news, what I also have to do this weekend, we need to submit a food safety plan for our biltong. So here in Canada, things are significantly harder to make and sell biltong than anywhere else in the world. Definitely more than South Africa, for a start. So how it works, let's get on this side, I think. In Canada, you need to get a food safety plan in place in order to make biltong. So we've got, on Gabriola Island, we've got this kitchen that's going to make our biltong. The kitchen is approved. The kitchen is approved. Everything is right, so it's perfect. Everything is good. But you can't just make biltong in the kitchen. You need to submit a food safety plan to manufacture the actual biltong in that kitchen as well. And it's a very detailed plan as to how you are going to make it. Now, one of the issues that you have here in Canada is that some Alberta University or something brought out a study about a year ago, 2 years ago, about biltong specifically, and they recommended that biltong has to be, you know, there's got to be a kill step in there just in case there are any bacteria or stuff like E. coli or anything inside the meat. Now, for a start, the likelihood of something being inside the meat is very, 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 very little. But in any case, I mean, people in South Africa have been making biltong the same way for like ever. And there's not a lot of people that got sick from biltong there, ever. But anyway, so now you have to have a kill step, which means you pretty much almost have to cook the meat. You've got to heat it up to a certain temperature and then you can dry it. Now what that means is, ta-da, you're making jerky and not biltong. So, busy working on that food safety plan. There are ways of doing it, and you just got to like adhere very strictly to it and make sure that you keep it at a certain temperature for a certain amount of time, and you got to like, it's obviously, look, it's all good. I mean, it's all in the, all to keep the user safe, but some of it is based on not such great science. Anyway, it's entirely doable. There is at least 20 people in BC that makes biltong with a license. So you can get a license to make biltong. We just need to make sure we get it right. I guess that's the bottom line. Ooh, another construction. Yeah, no, I think they're just making the fence around it. Anyway, yeah, so the biltong food safe plan is a big, big mission, but we want to do it right. You know, we could always, like some people, just make biltong on the sly and sell it to our friends and not adhere to the rules and regulations. But the whole idea here is to get it right, because we want to actually start selling biltong to the Canadian market, to the people that, you know, because so many Canadians love it. Angelique's friends, one friend that's in school on the island, on Victoria Island, she heard we're busy making a biltong business. She was already like, oh, where can I sign up? I'll order the first ones, because that's always what she does. Whenever Ava comes over to our house, the first thing she does is runs to the fridge to see if there's any biltong. She just loves it. So yeah, there's plenty of people that like our biltong. But anyway, so yeah, we'll get there. It's just admin. Admin, admin, admin.
Always.
It's what it is. Oh man, what a stunning day. Eh? We're actually heading out on Sunday over to Cloverdale side. We've been invited to go for a braai at Braam and Helga's, so that's going to be fun. Jeez, dude. Anyway, so that's going to be fun. Looking forward to that. Yeah, this printing business is fun and games, but I tell you what, doing business all over the world, because I got my shipments in China that I'm now busy trying to sort out. Touch wood, by next week it will be done. And then I've got 2 shipments in Bogota in Colombia. There are 2 books that's printing over there. And that's running late now because the printer, well, Lord knows why, but the printer just didn't start printing them. He only started 3 weeks late, so now those are late, and there's some launch events coming up. So yeah, Keeps you on your toes. And then Belinda, she's also still doing well. She's still working 2 days a week from the office, 3 days a week from home. But she's just got another day off today, so you know.
Yay!
But they don't have Easter Monday off, so Monday she needs to start working again.
Back to the office.
Back to the office. And Connor, he's in his last stretch. The kids actually started doing a lot of, you know, my kids, I suppose they, like I used to be, they leave things till the last minute. So in here in Canada, they have to do a certain amount of volunteering hours in order to graduate. Plus, they both have a work course or something, and they actually need to do 90 hours of work or 90 hours of volunteering in order to pass that course. So suddenly, we are now in the last 6 months.
Connor thought it's not including volunteering. He thought it's just work.
Ah.
And that's where the problem came in.
So they didn't listen, and they didn't know that volunteering counts. But then Belinda checked, and volunteering counts towards this work course, so they can qualify by just volunteering.
So he was attending a camp over the last week.
Yeah, so Connor was busy. He was out at worked with kids that are learning, younger kids that are learning, I don't know, architecture or something. So he was assisting at their architecture camp for the whole week, and that gained him a nice 26 hours of volunteering experience. And Angelique is supposed to every Thursday now. What's it, every Thursday or every Tuesday and Thursday?
It's like a few weeks Thursday, and then it goes over to Tuesday.
Yeah, anyway, so once a week, Angelique now for the near future has to go to the old age center. The senior center, sorry, let me be politically correct. To the senior center where she helps to serve food. She helps to dish up at the cafe. Anyway, right, so the kids are doing their thing, doing their volunteering. And I mean, Connor is getting ready to be done with school. It's crazy. He's not going to go study though. He said he's going to take a few months off, and he's actually aiming towards going into the trades. He's been looking at it, and he's like, well, the trades make more sense because, well, no, I'm not. I actually agree with him. I mean, currently people were saying some plumbers are making like $85 an hour, where, you know, marketing managers and production managers and people like that are making $35 an hour.
Yep.
There's a huge shortage of tradesmen, electrician, plumbers, welders, guys like that.
And there's a lot of places that offer you apprenticeships and like cover
Yeah.
your fee for the certificate.
So they cover your study costs, plus you're doing it as an apprentice and you actually get paid while you study.
Yep.
So anyway, Connor is going to look into that. Although I must say, we'll see how it goes, because my son has not done anything physical in his life. And I'm saying to him, well, trade's great. I mean, it's a good opportunity. There will always be work. But, you know, it's actual work.
Yes.
It's not sitting on your rear.
Okay,
Oh, thanks. It's not sitting on your behind and just, sorry, and just typing or reading or doing stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Here we are at the beach. Well, it's not the golden sandy Atlantic beaches, I guess.
No, it's not Mauritius.
It's not Mauritius and Mozambique and Brazil and Cancun, but it is our beach and we love it. What are these people doing? There's always somebody busy with something out here. Check it out. It's actually quite windy. Look at the waves. Somebody's playing drums somewhere. Interesting. Check that little short golf course is just up front here. The community golf course. We must actually walk past there and see if they have clubs to rent, and we can bring Connor and Ange and come play golf. Connor says he wants to take up golf. So, I suppose anything to get them out of the house. Right? I mean, look at this. Check it, the view out here.
Somebody just jumped into the water, it looks like.
What, from the pier?
From the pier, yeah.
That's brave. I'm not so sure I would do something like that.
And I can just imagine how warm that water is.
Yeah, it's not summer yet. And even in summer, it's not very warm.
Nope.
Anyway. Oh, there we go. Here's the musicians, the buskers. People are out and about on this sunny day. Well, I suppose it's also Easter Friday, so lots of people are not working, right? Anyway, folks, I think that's about it for me. I'm going to sign off and chat with my pretty wife a little bit. She's very chatty here on the side. All right, you all must have an absolutely amazing one. All right, folks, we're almost back home. I can tell you, it's all fun and games walking down to the beach. But getting back up here, man, it's a steep hill. We walked all the way down to Ambleside, and then from there to Park Royal, and then back this hill from Park Royal up to here. And I'm about ready to die. Belinda looks a little better than I do, but not much. Anyway, so here we are, back home. Oh man. Final stretch, level path and then downhill. Anyway, it's a major hill to walk. We got our exercise for the week. All right, folks, you all must have a beautiful one. Cheers.